keep you guys too long. As I said, my name is Theo Woldscott. I am your online educator. I've been teaching this course now. That's actually my second time that I'm teaching it, but I've taught a similar course at another college for the last few years. I teach business management, strategic management, leadership at Varsity College at Vega, and I'm with CAP. So you can almost say that I'm a sort of almost like I won't say full-time, but definitely a very strong part-time lecturer and academic. I'm not really sort of attached to any particular campus, but I'm also a consultant as well. I'm an organizational consultant. I do change management, leadership, and management coaching. So I do a few things, and I also do development. So some of the courses that you'll see on the SACAP website is some of the courses that I was involved in developing, especially things like the strategy and organizational behavior stuff. So that's a little bit about me, and I'm quite excited to be teaching this course with you. I always get excited with entrepreneurship. Is one of the little side areas, the niche areas that I'm quite interested in. I'm a mentor with UWC. They run a couple of programs with like the likes of Sanlam and with ShopRite, and I'm a mentor with entrepreneurs. And I'm very excited to see entrepreneurs grow and so forth. I'm also very mindful that people that are signed up for a course through SACAP aren't necessarily people that are strong entrepreneurs. But saying that at the same time, it's not just about starting up a business. Entrepreneurship is a mindset. Entrepreneurship is being able to look at opportunities around you, being able to see the world through a different lens. And some people are hardcore entrepreneurs, and they won't be doing a bachelor course through SACAP, that's for certain, if they are hardcore entrepreneur. So my approach with SACAP students is really about introducing the concept of entrepreneurship and saying, here's an opportunity to learn some of the very basic concepts of what entrepreneurship is, doing a business evaluation, understanding, putting together a business plan. But for me, more importantly, the course is about how do you work together and how do you collaborate together, because all of your assessments, other than the module engagement and the reflective journal, are group assignments. And I learned quite a hard lesson last semester in term one, that group assignments are difficult. Group assignments are trying and testing, and they're tough on the group. Hi there, Andrew. I see you, Andrew. I see you. Check it as golf. Okay, well, there we go. I like golf as well. So I'm definitely with you there. So welcome. Hi there, Victoria. It's Mr. Woldscott, but it's okay. There we go, Mr. Woldscott. That's okay. You don't need to, guys. You don't need to switch on your cameras. I do know that sometimes bandwidth is an issue, and sometimes especially if you're using a phone as a hotspot, you can switch it on if you want to, but it is not entirely necessary if you don't want to. I'll sort of keep mine on for the duration. As I said, it's not a terribly long session. So where was I? Yes, the way I approach my SACAP students is to say, here's an introduction to entrepreneurship. My expectation isn't for you to leave after doing the course and going, I want to be an entrepreneur and I'm going to leave SACAP and start my own business. That's not my expectation. My expectation is just that you leave with a sense of, oh, okay, if I should ever start a business one day, or if I'm going to go into private practice, if I'm going to be a consultant, then at least I will know the very basics of how to write a business plan, how to scope a business, how to do a business evaluation, how to do a business model canvas. So that really is my expectation. So it's not very high, which is okay. It's not very low either. So my expectation is that you do put a bit of work into it. It's not a terribly difficult course. As you can see from the assessments, that you can pretty much do very little and still pass. But here's an opportunity for you to pass a course and pass it well. And that's really what I want from you. So those are my expectations from you, is that you engage in the material that I will post online. I'll be posting quite a few videos as well, in which I'll be going through different parts of the course. Very briefly, they sort of 10, 15-minute videos. Sometimes they're little podcasts that I will record for you, that you could listen to with a combination of maybe some slides and so forth. But really, my role is to get you through the assessments. You've got two major assessments. You've got the module engagement, and then you also have the reflective journal. So my role is to ensure that you get through your assessment 1, you get through your assessment 2, and then pass the course successfully, and hopefully pass the course quite well. Are there any questions?
Yes. So under session 1, there was that characteristic survey. Is that the reflective journal you're talking about?
That is correct. That is correct. I will take you through the assessments now, and as we go through it, maybe you can jump in and just ask that question again. So just hold on to that question quickly. All right. Thanks, Andrew. Good question. All right. So let's get straight into it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go through the assessments this evening, and then the second part of the session, I'm needing to find out from you some direction on how we're going to do the groups and how we're going to put the groups together. So that really, for me, is the most important thing this evening, because I really would like to have you in groups by the end of this week, so you can then start collaborating, start working together. I see Tokozile has joined us as well. Hi there, Tokozile. Welcome, welcome. Excellent. So let me share my screen quickly. Where am I? All right. So let me start there. Let me start over business plans, assessments. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Here we go. So module engagement. So module engagement, there will be 6. There'll be about 6 module engagement activities, and I will post all of them. So they'll be every second week. And they will generally be open for 2 weeks. So if I post them on a Tuesday, they'll be open for the whole of this week and for the whole of next week for you to be able to do it. I'll send you a notification, but I won't send you another reminder. So I'll send you an initial notification so that it is there. Most of the module engagements are either a little personal quiz that you do, and then you comment in a discussion. Some of it is a lot of it is discussions. Some of it is maybe a reading, and then come back and discuss it. You get the point. A lot of it is discussions, and it's very simple. You either do a video, or you watch a video, or you do a reading. You come back, you discuss it, and you respond to 1 or 2 other people's points, and that's it. At the module engagement activities, they won't be longer than half an hour. There won't be hours upon hours of sitting for you, and they will always link into either the assessment or some part of the assessment or some sort of activity that's linked to the assessment, so that the module engagement activity that you do isn't something that's completely different. Some of it is linked to working together as a team and understanding how you work together as a team. So be prepared for those. All right. So those are the module engagement. There's 6 of them, and there will be no, I lie, 5. There's 5 of them, and there will be every second week. Reflective journal practicing. So reflective journaling. and personal development. So this is the question that was asked by Andrew earlier. So let me scroll up and let me get to session 1. And you'll see there's a breakdown in session 1 where they talk about what the requirement is. Here we go. Weekly journaling practice. And this is to be done between session 1 and 3. So you should have started with it already. Use the personal development plan template. Reflect on the entrepreneurial character survey that you've done. So that's the one that I've posted for you. Respond to questions in tools 3 and 4 in a fast track entrepreneurial workbook, and then answer the questions below within your personal development plan. What's your personal vision as an entrepreneur, as a team member in your startup venture? How do you blah, blah. So it gives you a breakdown in terms of what is needed for you to do. And if you look at the assessment for your personal development plan, let me have a look here. There's a module engagement. Here's a reflective journal. So it says, reflective journaling is award 5 out of 5, includes meaningful posts which will reflect engagement with a community of practice, contributing to own and collective learning, includes insightful self-analysis, reflection on your own efficiency in applying skills, and so forth, and so forth. So please make sure that you read through the assessment rubric for the reflective journal. Now, the reflective journal, you will get, it says here, the 4 reflective journal activities, which is in week 3, week 5, week 6, and week 7, and your personal development plan will be assessed throughout the course and will be a valuable tool for yourself. In monitoring the process of thinking, these reflections on your own approach and progress will be evaluated based on the criteria explicit in reflective journal and implicit plan. The quality of reflection, insightful, okay, there we go. So you will submit week 3, which is next week, you'll submit one. And then in week 5, you'll submit one. In week 6, you'll submit one. And in week 7, you'll submit one. And you can see if you go to, let me just scroll up again. Can everybody still follow me? Just give me a thumbs up on your, if you can still follow, if you can see what I'm scrolling through. If I'm not going too fast, please jump in and ask questions. All righty, thanks, Kino. I can see your thumbs up. Thank you, Andrew. Great, thank you. So there we go. So that's in session 1. So let's go on to session number 4. Weekly journaling practice to be done in between sessions 3 and 5. What is your main role? What is your team's vision? How will you utilize your strengths? So again, so this is the questions that you will answer, and this is the questions that you will submit at the end of week 5. So now that's the second one already. So now let's move on. 5, 6, 7. Where's the next one? Presenting task for the next session. Where's the next one? 6, 7. I think those are it. That's the second one. Let's have a look. Let's have a look again. Weekly journaling practice to be done between session 3 and 4. So you've submitted the one after 3, and now there's another one, 3 and 5. 3 to 5. I think those are pretty much the ones that you need to submit. Let's see if there's anything else that you need to do. Okay. That's pretty much it. So if you answer, what I would do is what I'm looking for, let me put it this way. What I'm looking for, if you complete the fast track characteristic survey, entrepreneurship characteristic survey, you complete that, you answer those questions in session 1. And then what I'm looking for is after session, so that covers session 1, 2, and 3. So then for session 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, when the reflective journal is due, let's have a look. Module engagement, instructions, reflective journal. There we go. It doesn't, instructions is due by the end of week 7. So the end of week 3, you submit that first part. And then at the end of week 7, you submit the second part. So it's only those 2 submissions that you submit. So in your, okay, let me so you submit in week 3 that first part, which is number 1. Then at the end of week 7, you submit the first part and the rest of it together as one document. And then what I will do is then I will assess in week 7, I will then look back and go, okay, you submitted in week 3. Okay, let me submit it. Let me assess it in week 7 and then give you a mark. So for the journal, you can only get 2 marks. You can either get 0 for not doing it, or you can get 10%, because these are, remember, these are your own reflections. I'm not going to sit there and judge your reflection and going, no, I don't think this person has reflected properly, and I don't think this is what they've learned. So you can only get 2 marks, 0 for not submitting and 10 for submitting. Okay, Andrew.
Hi, sir, sorry to bother you. While you're going through this, I had a question based on, okay, we have to do that fast track survey.
Yes.
However, I don't see a way for us to send it to you unless you want us to send it to your email or through the portal. And I'm also not really understanding what you mean by we have to hand in session 3. Is that we have to hand in the journal at the end of session 3 or not?
Okay, so let me take a step back. So there is a template. There is a PDP template. I'm going to check if it is uploaded. If it's not uploaded, then I will make sure that you have it uploaded, right? So you then use the template. So the first step, the first thing that you do, if you go to session 1, here we go. We go to session 1, you'll see this part that I've highlighted. All right, it says using the personal development plan template. So I will check whether it's there. If it's not there, then I'll go find it and I'll make sure that it's available for you to complete. And then you go to that fast track personal that fast track document. You then look at all of the tools. There's different tools. Andrew, have you opened that document? Because there's different tools.
Yes, I have, sir. I've looked at it quite extensively.
Okay,
actually.
fantastic. So in there, there's an assessment, like a quiz that you do almost, to say, to ask yourself, answer the question, am I an entrepreneur, almost, so to speak. And then you complete the PDP document, this personal development plan document, by answering all of these things, answering the questions on page 6 and 7, in intentional entrepreneur workbook. You respond to the questions in tools 3 and 4, and then answer the questions: what is your personal vision as an entrepreneur and team member, and how do your personal and professional goals align with experience and planning, implement a small business idea? So this will form part of a document that you will submit at the end of week 3, which is normally,
okay.
it would be the following Monday evening. Generally speaking, that's how it works. So the end of the week, and then the following week, Monday, then you submit this part, you submit. And then at the end of week 7, which would be the Monday of week 8, you then submit the balance of it, which is just adding these 2 questions, these 3 questions to that. So these 3 questions essentially asks you to journal each week, week 4, week 5, week 3, week 4, week 5, and answer these questions. So you can, so in your PDP, it will have, you'll say week 4 journaling practice or week 4 journaling notes. And will be, what is your main role in the stock? What is your strengths? What is your business's vision? How will you utilize your strengths? And then you'll have week 4. And then you'll answer the questions again, but maybe answer it in a different way. Then you'll have week 5. Then you look at these questions again and you say, as per last week, my role has changed slightly. I'm now drawing on my strength as a facilitator, or strength as a collaborator, or strength as an editor in order to edit our document and so forth. And that is really what I'm looking for. I'm looking for you to look at these questions and go, how does it change each week? How does it change in week 3, which is next week? And then week 4, and then week 5, and then week 6 as well. And week 7. So week 4, week 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And at the end of it, you'll have these 5 weeks worth of reflections that you'll add to this document again. And then you'll submit all of it as one big document that I will then mark for that particular section of the assessment. Andrew, does that make sense? Where's Andrew gone to? All right. Hopefully he will listen to the recording.
He just sent a message on WhatsApp that his laptop died
Well,
and he
oh gosh.
apologizes.
All right. Okay. Okay. The session is recorded, so I will post it as a YouTube video for you guys to have a look at it again. All right. So that's that. That is quite an important part because it's literally 10 marks for free if you just spend the time journaling. And those journaling items, I mean, it's like 2 paragraphs or like 1 paragraph per week. It's not I'm not looking for pages and pages and reams of you reflecting on the depth of your deep down secrets and the meaning of the universe and life is hard. And no, I'm not looking for that. Just answer the questions. And I'm looking for a paragraph per week maximum, nothing more than that. All right. Are there any questions on that particular 2 items? Model engagement and the reflective journal. I think when I submit, yeah, Tokozile, you got a question?
Yes. Do we have to use the CCAP template while answering the journaling things?
Yes. I'll put a template for you together. Don't worry. You're talking about the reflective journal and the assessments for both the assessments and for the reflective journal. I need to find that PDP document. I'm not quite sure where it is. I will find it. But for assessment 1 and assessment 2, I've got a template for you which you use, which is the CCAP template, but just I've added 1 or 2 things just to make it easier for you to complete, if that makes sense. All right.
Okay, thank you.
Excellent. No problem. Kino, you've got a question.
Hi. Yeah. I was also initially pretty confused with the reflective journaling and PDP thing, but I see at the very end of the module outline is the personal development template.
Ah, good man. There we go. Student personal development plan. There we go. I was wondering where this bloody thing is. All right. Okay. Personal development plan. They've added it in at the bottom. Okay, let me just see points entrepreneurship. Okay. All right. Okay. Learning goals, learning tasks. All right. No problem. So what I will do is I'll lift it from this PDF, and I will stick it into a Word document for you, just for you to make, just so that it's easier to complete, with a SACAP cover page, and I will post that by the end of the week for you. So it will be essentially this document, but I'll just lift it out of this PDF and stick it onto a SACAP document, a SACAP template, if that makes sense. All right. Thank you very much, Kino. I was gonna go. It's the first last semester it wasn't part of the module guide. Excellent. Does that make sense now? A bit more. Great stuff. All right. So let me go on to. All right. I see we sort of running out of time, but let me have a look at the group project report, the first one. And I want you guys, we'll have another session in 2 weeks' time. So before, and what I've tried, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you into groups first. And what I want you guys to do is, and then I'll send you some guidelines on how to approach it. And then when we have our session in 2 weeks' time, not next week, the week thereafter again, we will then be able to go, we'll then go through this, through it again. Let me just have a look and see when it is due. So my next question is, before we finish off for the evening, is this is everybody that I have in the class. This is everybody that's enrolled in the course. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people in the class. Now, for a project like this, it is ideal to have 3 people in a group. But because there's odd numbers, we can look at 2 people in a group. The alternative is to have 2 groups of 3 and 1 group of 4. 4 gets a bit difficult because 4, the problem with 4 is that one person ends up not doing much. The problem with 2 is that if one person drops out, then that one person is left stranded. 3 is normally a good number because 3 allows you to, at least if one person doesn't pull their weight, there's 2 of you to share the load. I need some ideas. Please, what is your view? There's 4 of you online, so that's 40% of the class. That's not quite a quorum, but it's close. So give me your thoughts.
Yeah, so as Keena's saying, 334 sounds reasonable.
334. Yeah, that 4 group is my concern. Is that's just a bit too big. But if that's what works for you, any other thoughts? Alrighty, going once, going twice, so it's 334. All right, so now this is where it gets interesting. You don't get to choose who you're in the group because I'm literally gonna go a random thing. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3. So it's 1, 2. Then just have a look. And I can't change the color. It's 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then Thokozile 1. You get to choose where you want to be. So it will be Kino 1, 2, 3. So be Kino, Andrea, Kirsten, and then it'll be Andrew, Kenisile, Nontlantla, and then it'll be Anika, Modani, Jasper. Thokozile, which group do you want to join?
I'm cool with any group.
You're the one that gets to choose. Victoria, are you on here?
I am here. It's Nonhlanhla Nazo.
All right, okay. There we go. Thanks, Nonhlanhla. Alrighty. So that's what I will do is I'll split you guys up into the groups. I'll send the group names, group 1, group 2, group 3, to you guys tomorrow morning, with the link to this video, and then we can go from there. Xolani.
Yes, the link to the WhatsApp group is not working on my end, so I don't know if everyone is having that issue or it's just me.
I wonder if it hasn't expired. It didn't expire already.
Apologies for leaving and rejoining, so my laptop died.
No problem. There you go. Xolani. There, the link is in the chat. Just see if you can join via that one.
Oh no, so sorry. Could you send it through my email because my laptop is not synced with my WhatsApp? Sorry.
Okay.
Or whoever has my number here. I don't know if anyone else has my number. Could just join me in the group.
Okay, the Kino says just drop your email in the chat and then he'll sort you out.
Oh, okay, thank you. Let me send it.
All right. Guys, that is pretty much it from my side this evening. Are there any other questions, comments, concerns, requirements, needs, wants before I sign off?
Apologies, sir. I know I joined at the wrong time, but I'm just are these the groups that are going to be together?
So Andrew, what we've decided, or what the class have decided, is to have a 3-3-4 split. So the groups, I will drop it into Excel and just put it into an email tomorrow. But essentially, it's going to be, it is 1, 2, 3. Can you see my cursor? Can you see my little hand on the names?
Yes, I can, sir.
It says 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then Thokozile will slot in somewhere. And so all the ones together, so Kino and Andrea and Kirsten together, and then Andrew, you, and then Kanisile, and then Notpala together, and then Anika and Kolani and Jasper together, and so forth.
Okay.
Great.
Thank you.
That's the only way I can do it randomly. I can ask you to connect with one another, but that's going to take forever. And this is the best way, just to do it randomly, because there's just, you guys don't know each other yet. And also part of this is also just understanding that some of you are working, some of you are new to work, and getting to know each other, getting to work with people remotely, working together using Teams, because you guys have Microsoft Teams as part of your SACAP ID. So I would use Microsoft Teams and SharePoint to meet, to connect, and to set up a group on Microsoft Teams, and have all of your documents and things there, and also use the meeting function to connect with each other. To learn to collaborate, because this is the added dimension of what the entrepreneurship course offers. And really, as I said earlier, this is the one thing that a lot of you will take away from it, is yes, learning about entrepreneurship, but then also learning about how to work together in a group and in a team. Great. Sorry, I do apologize. My 30 minutes turned into 40. And there's a reason why I give myself a time limit, because when I start, it takes me a while to finish. Good. Andrew, Kino, Tokozile, Victoria, or Nantlantla, Polani, thank you very much for your time this evening. Thank you for the good questions. I do appreciate it. Have a good evening. I'll post this video as a YouTube link for you, and I'll post it on the WhatsApp group, and I'll email it as well, so you guys want to listen to it again. And I'll lift the PDP document off the module guide and stick that onto a SACAP template for you by the end of the week. And I'll also send through the names of the groups tomorrow, so that you guys will know who is who. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you very much for everybody. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your questions. Have a great evening, everyone. Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Good evening.
Thank you very much, Ntlantla.